some advice if I can. So this is my fuel filter from my boat. So is that horrifically bad and a problem, or is that what the fuel filter is supposed to do? And once I replace it, just carry on as usual. It drained out, but now this is what it looks like here. So what do you think? As I said, is that just normal and I changed the filter and happy days, or is that a bigger problem than I want? So you can see here, I don't know, I just don't know. Pretty like that on the bottom of it. Anyway, some thoughts please, would be amazing. G'day folks. So I'm changing my oil filter, not my oil filter, my marine water separating filter. Now the other day, that's clean fuel, but I've already cleaned that because I didn't have a filter, and I want to change the filter as well. But the other day that was so disgustingly dirty and full of water and muck that I thought, oh, that ain't good. So the boat's due for a service. It's booked in for about a month's time, but I thought I'd change that myself just for peace of mind. So I'm going to change the filter and then take it for a spin up the river, see whether it stays clean or whether it mucks up straight away before I go out in the ocean this season. So I'll do that. I tried to get the filter off the other day and I couldn't get it off by hand, and in the local shop they didn't have a special tool, so I got this one from Bunnings. It's only like, I think it was like 11 bucks, but I thought, fingers crossed it'll work. So it's supposed to be a strap wrench with reinforced core, suitable for tap fittings, pipes, hoses, awkward shapes, delicate surfaces, bottles and jars, blah blah. General plumbing applications. Can't decide if it's going to rain here. It's been spitting all day. I had other things to do, but the weather, if it starts to rain, will be no good. So I don't even know how this is going to work. Guess you just wrap it. Pretty straightforward in theory. Anyway, I've got to empty the fuel out of it first. So I just put this under here, spin that, let it drain out. There it goes. So that's how it should be. There's still a little bit of dirt in there. So I sent a video to my friend of the dirty water and dirt and fuel that came out of the other one, and he said that's fine. He said that's normal. That's what it's supposed to look like. So I thought, okay, well that's good, I guess. Oh, it's starting to rain. It's gonna pour. gonna have to stop, I think, and come back later. Oh, it's starting to rain. Yeah, I'll come back later. It's starting to rain too heavy. Well, it's still raining. It's been raining for about 2 hours non-stop. So I'll have to do that water separating filter another day. So we're back. The rain has stopped temporarily. It's the next day. So fingers crossed so I can get this water separating filter changed. I don't know if you can see it in here. Probably can. It's a bit hard to see on my screen. So I'm just going to empty the bottom out. This here. I emptied it out the other day, yesterday. It has poured rain since yesterday. I'm actually sitting on the wet carpet of the boat, hoping it was dry, but it's not, it's wet. Oh God, that's tight. So drain the fuel out of that. I'm gonna try and take that off now with my tool. No, that wasn't very good, my hand was in the way. So drain the fuel out of that. I'm gonna try and take that off now. The water separating filter with my tool and see how we go. So I'm not sure exactly. I'll tighten that back up. Oh, wrong way. Not sure how this tool works. Which way is it going to go? Like that. I don't know if that's the right way or not. Feels like it's tightening. Oh God, which way is it supposed to go? That's tightening. They shouldn't be on that tight. You're supposed to put a little bit of oil on the seal so that it doesn't get jammed on. Pretty sure this is the way it goes. I was right the first time. I don't want to break anything though. It's working. Oops. Pretty happy with my tool. I wouldn't want to put too much pressure on it. Oh yeah, that's excellent. Very happy with that. Apparently, more fuel's going to come out when I take this off. So, oh, they did have, so you can see they did have some grease on that, but maybe it was just really tight. So actually, well, there's grease on that, but that's as dry, that seal is as dry. So I don't know what happened there. I've got some oil. I was going to put some engine oil on it when I put it back on the new one. Anyway, don't know whether I should use oil or grease, or if it's all the same. I do have grease, but it's pretty hard to get to. I'll use grease since I've got grease here. But anyway, that's what it looks like. I mean, I can't tell by looking at it. Anyway, it's the same one as what I've got. No fuel came out, so that's alright. Got to take this part off. Oh, my goodness. That's untight. I put that on. Maybe I should have taken that off first while it was on. So I have this off. This is the old one. This is the bottom cap. I'll just clean this out so it's very, very nice and brand new with no floaties in it. So the weather's shocking at the moment. Next time it's not raining, I'll go down the river, go for a spin for half an hour, and then check this, and hopefully it's still clean since I've changed the water separating filter. So we have our old one. A new one. New seal. So I guess the new seal is for this. I'll put some grease on that. I put oil on it, because when I watched a YouTube video it said cover it in oil beforehand, but I will use grease. I'm not sure when it got so dirty. I always keep an eye on it, it always looks good, but then I just looked at it one day and I thought, man, there's a lot of water in that. So, how do I do this? So, that's tight. Put some grease on this. Pretty sure it's going to go everywhere, because that's what grease does. So I'll put some grease around this. I've never used grease before and not got it absolutely everywhere. Anyway, there's grease on that. Pretty gross. Now put this on here. Seems pretty good. The new filter. grease on that. I suppose it's the same grease. Grease is grease, I guess. Fingers crossed. I think this is just to keep a little bit of moisture out, but also so you can get it off again. So it doesn't stick and be there forever like it was just on. That looks pretty good. So I'll just do the hand tight. My God, it's starting to rain again. So nice and tight, but not impossible to get off. And then I put this on. The YouTube video says to just do this up tight, but only hand tight. And then you're supposed to check it and make sure it's not leaking. So that's tight. It's not impossibly tight, but it's tight. The bottom one's tight. That's tight. I think it's done. So you can see in there, that's what the new one. So we'll have to prime it with the priming pump here, the hand pump, as I'll worry about that before I like this. Squeeze that. We'll get more fuel back into there, and I think I'm set. I will write the date on that with the marking pen, just so I'm aware. I'll keep an eye on it that it doesn't leak. That's tight, and that's tight, and hopefully we're done. So there's a bit of dirt in here. Oh, I just kind of messed it up a bit, and that was just from it sitting there. So I hope there's not a lot of grime and dirt and water in the fuel tank. Because I don't know how it got in, and I don't really know how to get it out. Anyway, we'll see how we go. And there we go. Change the water separating filter in my boat. I will keep this. I actually have 2 water separating filters. I'll keep a spare one on the boat with me. This is a spare one, along with this tool for getting it off. So if I have to out in the water for some reason, I can change it, hopefully to get me back in. Anyway, that is it. It's starting to rain, but I made it in time, so I'm happy. See you in the next video. G'day folks. If you want to watch my most popular video, I'll link it up here to my left. You can check that out. If you want to go to my course called the Goal Chart, which will help you achieve everything you want in life, whether it's financial or relationships or goal setting, you go to my website at billgray.net and look under the shop category The course is called the Goal Chart. See you in the next video. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, that way you'll get notified to all my new videos when I upload them. And if you want to contact me, you can do so through my website, the link's in the description below. See you next time.